What's something you've stopped noticing but would shock a normal person?
The size of bills, I would say. In the early days of business, I'd get absolutely baffled by the cost of some things, $10,000 going in and out and $20,000. And I guess I've gotten more used to it now after several years, but still can be shocking sometimes.
What's something customers apologize for that they never need to?
Oh, well, they always say that their mess is the worst mess ever, and they're so embarrassed that we showed up. And realistically, it is 10% as bad as the craziest things that we see.
What's a skill this job forced you to develop that you never expected?
I guess estimating volume. That was prior to junk removal, I would have never thought that I would need to become a professional at estimating how much material will fit into a certain span of space.
What's the job that looks easy but is actually the worst?
I don't know if it's the absolute worst, but somebody sends you a picture of a pile of dirt and they're like, how much to get rid of this? And it looks like a very unassuming pile of dirt. And, you give them a quote and then you get there and you start shoveling it and it turns out it's 4 tons of dirt and that little pile is a massive mound. So that's why you always go bid those ones in person and you only learn that lesson once.
What's something about this job that outsiders completely misunderstand?
There's a lot of people on social media today that are painting the picture that junk removal is the ideal industry to be in and it's easy money and you go do 5 minutes of work and you make $400 and that's painting the scenario. Sometimes you do get a scenario like that. It's a 30-minute job, but it's a lot of volume and you go out there with a couple guys and you load it up in 30 minutes. And yes, you make the $400, but you have all of your costs associated with that. You have the cost of getting that lead. You have the cost of the labor, the insurance, the truck, the gas, the dump fees. And then, the countless nights up on doing marketing online, trying to maintain and build relationships. So I think a lot of people underestimate everything that goes into that in order to arrive at that place. So you don't just magically arrive there and nothing happens overnight. It's all hard work and determination, and it takes a prolonged period before those things start, like leads and business starts happening automatically.
What past work experience has helped feed this line of work?
Well, prior to getting to this line of work, we were doing full-scale remodels. So we were very accustomed to working in a very detailed manner and diagnosing problems and finding resolutions, planning for jobs, gathering materials, and executing a really good finish. And all of that has sort of carried into the junk removal industry now and into demolition, because we were doing things so much more difficult before that now we can take those lessons and we can treat everything with a fine-tooth comb and make sure we deliver the best product. And we can focus on all the little details, because in junk removal, there are less details to navigate than remodeling. Because in remodeling, you're doing, 10 plus trades for one project. Whereas junk removal and demolition, a lot of it is repetitive. So you get much better at it much quicker, and you can hammer out the details far better than, if you were doing something more complex or more varied.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, I guess I went through a couple of phases. My parents tell me that I wanted to be a priest for a long time, apparently. But then for the bulk of the time, I ended up, I wanted to be either in the military or in the police department. And that ended up being my long-term aspiration for a long time until I finally did that when I was 19.